Hello, YouTube's Acnophian Aconite here, and I believe it was DeSantis on Gothic Amino who said something to the effect of, if anything could be Goth, then Goth would mean nothing. Basically, it's in you and not on you. Either one of those quotes sounds like something she would say. I'm pretty sure it's the latter and not the former, but in either case, it's not too far off. I mean, think about it. Every one of these posers, these idiots, these mooks, if you will, they only ever know how to argue with their opinions. I think it's because they think it's just one big adjective. They don't realize that there's a method to the madness, that we're more than just, as Angela Benedict would put it, a pretty face. You'll find just as many prigs, bumpkins, and rednecks of the like that carry just as much taxidermy as any goth could potentially, so I really don't... You could deck out your entire living space the way that I have this here room, and it still wouldn't make much of a difference. I mean, just because you're darkly inclined, just because you like more arcane and unusual ambiances, usually from the imagery of something, that's not enough, okay? That doesn't qualify. It never has and it never will. And I've been this guy, I know these guys, trust me, it's just, there's no point in shoving a square peg into a circle hole. You could take a bunch of black webbing and add an entire bag of D-rings to every article of, black denim or even black sweatpants that you own. You could even have a few hanging, floating candles of your own, like I do. It wouldn't make much of a difference, like at all. I mean, you could even go so far as to dress up like a supernatural cannibal who wears animal remains, and it still wouldn't be enough to qualify. Music first, and it's its own genre too, so try not to get anything confused. As much as I reckon you're desperate to figure out whether or not you're a part of the subculture for your own identity's sake, hate to break it to you, but we've got bigger fish to fry lately. I mean, I think that's why there's such a lack of goth and or darkly inclined content. I mean, 1, 2, even 3 years ago, there would have been vlogs all over YouTube, especially about people, oh, hey, Michaels has a bunch of Halloween stuff in July. You don't see that anymore. And it's because priorities have switched, thankfully, to something a little more productive, a tad more practical. But yeah, no, it's not an adjective. So if you think that, if you believe that, if you believe that, you've been lied to. And my channel has plenty of playlists for you to go and take a gander at the actual genre for yourself if you're that curious. So I very much recommend that you do that. Hell, I've even got non-goth playlists there just because why not? I mean, it's my channel. We're a subculture, not a counterculture. You don't have to listen to it all the time. You just need to know it. You need to understand it, and you need to respect it. Do what other non-goths will not do, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of these idiots, they're not goth at all. So, the least you could do is educate yourself. So if you like, please like. Feel free to share obscure little thoughts in the comments below, as well as to share the video itself. Subscribe if you wish to see more. Don't forget to hit the bell if you do. And as always, thank you so very much for watching, and I love you all.